jump in the cold ice water of Long Lake? Come to the Long Lake Sporting Club on Sunday, May 1st at 11 a.m. for the 2016 Polar Dip to benefit Special Olympics.
And here we are on a beautiful sunny Sunday morning here at Long Lake, at the Sporting Club actually, where there's a big event here today.
Yes.
And here with me is?
Dwayne Belanger.
Dwayne Belanger. And you're from where, Dwayne?
I'm from Fort Kent. Actually, originally from Wallagrass.
You're from Wallagrass,
Yeah.
now in Fort Kent.
Yes. Yeah.
Now today there's a big event here, and could you tell us about the event?
Yes, this is the 6th annual Polar Dip for Aroostook Special Olympics, and it's sponsored by the Aroostook County Knights of Columbus. All the councils in Aroostook County got together and put this on. And the money raised stays in Aroostook County and it benefits Special Olympics.
So really the benefit here is for Special Olympics. Is
Yes.
it for projects that they do or
This
services?
This is for their Special Olympics, the games that put on for the Olympians that give them the ability to go to Presque Isle, the elementary school in the industrial park is where they're going to have their games on. I believe it's May 15th. I believe it's a couple Saturdays from now, or a couple Fridays from now. And what it does is it provides for their medals. It helps them with promotion. It also helps defray the cost of sending those athletes down to participate in the state games, and then on to, if some of them go to the nationals, it pays for gas and transportation, which gets expensive for them.
Sure, it is.
Yeah.
How many Special Olympians typically go to?
I have no idea. I'll introduce you to Steve Richards,
Okay.
who's the director of Aroostook
good,
Special
you'll know
Olympics.
that.
Yeah.
I can't help but notice your T-shirt.
Yes.
It sounds like it's this. I guess it says it all. I froze it for Special Olympics in the county.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you mentioned other organizations right now, other councils that are here. How many are involved in the county in this particular event?
There are at least 7 or 8 of them. Dan, how many councils in the county councils?
County councils? Close to 14.
14.
14
altogether. Yeah.
Right, close to
Step
14.
right up.
Oh, jeez.
Step right up. Your name is?
Dan Lalonde.
And you're from where, Dan?
I'm from Limestone.
You're from Limestone. I'm assuming you're a council member. I see by your hat.
I'm a
Knights of
council
Columbus.
member. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the Grand Knight and District Deputy.
And this is a yearly event. It sounds like Dwayne said it's been going for 6 years.
Yep.
Do you have the same kind of event at the different councils across
No.
Aroostook County, or is
No,
it?
the councils meet, and there's a group of delegates, if you will, that meet from time to time monthly. Dan is the moderator of that meeting. He's the one that controls it, and but collectively they're the ones that sponsor this event.
So-
and what we do is we prepare all year for this actually, and promote it, and this is the culmination of all that work.
Well, it sounds, because I see the people are already arriving, and
Yeah.
registration is just about ready to start. And
Yeah.
now the conditions on the lake are a little different this year, I think. I mean,
I got to take an opportunity though to thank a very important piece of this is the Long Lake Sporting Club,
Yes.
because it's Ken that stepped up, and I was looking for a place that was reliable, that we could hold it every
Yeah.
year, and he graciously offered this location, and we actually have a benefactor every year who's going to remain anonymous, that puts up money to pay for chicken stew employees. So when people are done and they're frozen,
They're
and
frozen.
they're drying up, they can go inside and warm up with the chicken stew employees. I just wanted to make sure that they get recognized. Yeah.
Ken has been very good,
Yeah.
and for other organizations.
Yes.
But I know for this particular event,
Yeah, he's
he
all
opens
in.
the door,
Yeah.
and then I think registration is on the inside as well.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
we're fortunate today. It's nice and comfortable. You could have the registration outside, but it's not always this nice on May 1st.
May 1st.
But but today I noticed I can't help but look and see there's a little skim of ice on the lake.
Yes.
I mean, right here by the water's edge, there's a skim, but you go out about there we go. You don't go too far out here, and it's noticeable. There's about 100 feet of open water.
Yeah.
And is that typical of the conditions on May 1st?
On May 1st, yeah, because last year was May 6th, I believe, and it was about the same, except that the ice has started to move last year because you had some ice that was rubbing up on each other. This year it hasn't broke out yet.
No, we think it's an early spring, but it really hasn't been.
Not so much. Eh?
Not so much. And I don't know, Dan, if you've noticed that in Limestone. Is it the same type of conditions?
It's about the same. It's about a little less snow, a little further south. So.
Yeah. So now what happens today?
Well, from 11 to 12 o'clock, people are registering. They're signing their waivers and they're getting banded, and we'll give them a T-shirt. And in a few minutes here, the ambulance service will show up. The Long Lake Search and Rescue will show up with their fire truck. The wardens have got their wetsuits. They're just about on, and they're going to go in and break up the light ice that's on the top here, and they'll go in and they'll create the perimeter that they don't want anybody to go past. And at 12 o'clock sharp is when we'll sound the horn of the fire truck or the ambulance horn, and signifying that everybody can rush in. They'll rush in. Mike Plord might be in there for 43 seconds to signify his $4,300 that he's raised.
Is 42 seconds typical, or is it?
No, they're usually in there for 10 seconds
10
tops
seconds.
because it's shockingly cold.
Yes, it is. I mean,
Yeah.
the water's got to be can't be more than 32 degrees. It's frozen on the surface.
Yeah,
So
it's very cold, and they'll come run out, change, enjoy some chicken stew, and then we'll take a photo op and let Special Olympics know how much money that we've raised.
well, this is great.
Yep.
I mean, we're looking forward to seeing all the folks line up on shore here and wait for the sounding horn.
Yes, yes, yeah.
And Dan, thank you for coming up as well. And,
Not a problem.
Showing support for Dwayne and his efforts, but it's really on behalf of the entire Ness of Columbus Councils.
And we want to thank you, Don, for coming out and filming this. It's a great service that you provide.
Well, thank you.
Thank
On a
you.
day like today, this is good duty.
Yeah.
Can't complain now.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
With the film of ice on the lake this morning, the Warden Service providing an assistance just in case people do get in trouble in the water. But their duty this morning is to break the ice along the edge. The ice is not very thin, maybe a quarter of an inch, but it is going to be quite cold for the people who are jumping in. And today we have with us a member of the Special Olympics Area Council.
Area management team.
The management
Yes.
team, your name is?
My name's Steve Richard. I'm from
Steve
Presque
Richard.
Isle. Yeah.
Are you from Presque Isle?
Yes.
And tell us about this event and what does it mean to Special Olympics?
Well, obviously, it's been going on for several years now, and the first year we were just the recipients of the money, and after that, we were so appreciative of what the Knights of Columbus in Aroostook County are doing. We decided that we needed to be involved in it also. So there'll be several members of the area management team here today to jump in the water with the rest of the people.
They're actually going to go in.
Well, I'm going in, and the rest of the team are going to go in too.
How do you prepare to go in? I mean, there's ice on the lake, and how do you prepare for it mentally? I mean, physically, I'd probably wear a snowmobile suit.
Well, yeah, it's just let's get in and let's get out kind of deal, you know. If it was later in the day, I'd say, well, maybe a few drinks, but
But today you're not.
no, too early.
Now, are you going to wear a wetsuit of some kind? Or
I'm going to wear a bathing suit.
your bathing suit.
Yes.
So, how long do you expect to stay in the water?
Let me see. Can we say nanoseconds?
Nanoseconds? Your toes only?
No, going all the way in.
Ooh!
Yeah, going to dunk in. Yeah, for sure.
But this is good. How many Special Olympians do we have in Aroostook County?
Well, we're getting ready for our spring games, which will be Friday the 13th, May.
Yes.
And we now have 299 athletes signed up for that event.
Really?
Yes.
Are they all from this area, or?
They're from Fort Kent to Island Falls, so all of Aroostook County will be.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you do serve a large number of people.
Yes, we do, and and it's events like this that allow us to do those kind of things because we're all volunteers. Nobody gets any money for Special Olympics, so for the medals that we want to present and for uniforms, these are the kind of events that allow us to do that.
Well, thank you, and I know Dwayne was giving thanks to the Long Lake Sporting Club and Ken, but certainly you deserve a lot of credit too.
Well, thank you very much.
And thank you for coming and enjoying this day.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The idea here is to break up the ice so when the people that are jumping in the water, that they won't get hurt on the ice. These are members of the Warden Service dive team that are here today to provide security for the people that are going to be jumping in the water. As you can see, they're being very careful to break up the ice in very small pieces. As you can see, between the shore and the warden that's here, there's about 60 feet of open water. Although this morning it is not open, it's covered with a thin layer of ice.
I'm surprised it's still holding me right here.
Really? Can you tell how thick the ice is out there? I mean,
it's soft though.
Oh, yeah, I can see it splashing.
I can't believe it's still holding me.
Wow. And here with me is
Bob Johansson.
Bob Johansson. And you're from where, Bob?
I live down at Rip Dam on the Golden Road, north of Millinocket.
North of Millinocket.
Yep, on the Golden Road.
Now, what brings you to Fort Kent
Oh,
or the Long Lake today?
I'm here as a participating in the event today as a safety person, as a member of the Maine Warden Service dive team. And so we're just here to make sure if anybody gets in trouble in the water, we can get them out.
You know, do you do that at many functions around the state, or are you the only two people? I saw the other warden a few minutes ago breaking up the ice, but are there other teams that work around the state?
There's 10 of us on the team for the state, and depending on geographical location to the events and how many members are needed to attend. Like he and I are the closest to here on the team. Everybody else lives further down in southern Maine, so we got to come up here.
You got to come
so
up.
we don't get to go to the southern Maine events, but we get to come up here. So
now, is the dive team, are they involved strictly in events, or do they do other type of work?
We do if somebody is any drownings in the inland lakes and waters, rivers, we do the searching and recovery for those victims. That's our primary
That's your
mission.
primary mission.
Yeah.
So today, this is actually
this
a
is fun.
vacation day.
This is fun. Yeah.
How was it? I mean, I noticed you're on the edge of the ice, and it looked pretty solid.
It's deceiving. In my mind, I would never go do that without wearing this suit because I never would think that it would even hold me. But every time I do that, I'm amazed by how strong it really is at some places. And but yeah, I was surprised to be able to walk right to the edge there.
Right to the edge of that.
And I'm no light fella either. I'm pushing 200 pounds and standing up in one spot, I didn't think it would hold me there.
Now this is a special suit that you got.
Yeah, it's a dry suit.
It's called the dry suit.
I'm completely dry inside. There's a neck seal that, even the way it's placed right now, I talk a little funny when it's hitting on my my voice box there. Yeah.
So actually, I mean, you could get underwater if you had to, and the water wouldn't seep on the inside.
Correct. And this is an exhaust valve over here, and so any air that's in the suit can escape through this. But I can also add more air enclose that if I want to take the pressure off, because at depth it'll start to squeeze you.
Right.
And so this is actually attached to an air hose on my tank, and I push the button and air goes into it. So
the object is really to get the air out of the suit when you're in it.
depends on which way you're going. If you're going down to depth,
You gotta get it out.
need to add air. When you're coming back up, it needs to come back out. And so actually it also warms you up when you add air to it. It's like adding warm water right to your suit.
You can feel the difference?
Oh yeah. When you add air when it's cold, you can feel it. Yeah, it feels good.
Well, thank you, Bob. I know I know that you're doing a real special duty, I guess, today. I mean, safety here. It sounds like a lot of people are going to be here this year.
Yes.
I mean, it's being well promoted, and
it's gotten bigger every year.
It's getting bigger all the time. So I know your presence here is awful important to all of us.
Yep. Good. I enjoy being here.
Thank you very much, Bob. And here with me today, looks like some safety equipment. There's a fire truck and an ambulance, but you're with the team?
Yes, I'm with both the ambulance and the fire department.
And your name is?
Josh Belanger.
Josh Belanger, and you've got somebody else with you today.
Yes, we got Wyatt right here.
Wyatt, your son?
Yes.
And is that your daughter?
That's my daughter Faith.
Oh, so you're here to see people jump in the lake?
My dad got me Minecraft.
He did? Yeah. Now, Josh, today you're here though for a really specific purpose.
Yes, we're here for the safety of the people jumping in case something happens, we're able to just assist them quickly without having to wait for us to respond here.
What kind of injuries would you expect? I mean, if something should happen, I mean, heaven forbids. But,
sometimes the cold water can affect people's hearts, so they can pass out or something like that. And we got the warden dive team in there to bring them out to us so we don't have to get wet.
Okay. But you're here for really any kind of first responder.
Any type of emergency, we'll be able to handle.
Good. So you brought a fire truck?
Yep, we got a fire truck from North Lakes Fire.
From North Lakes, because you represent. I mean, you represent the North Lakes Fire and Rescue Team.
Yes, and the ambulance is from Ambulance Service Incorporated, and it's from Fort Kent.
It's from Fort Kent. Well, this is great. I mean, certainly we thank you and all the safety people that are here. I mean, North Lakes is one, the Warden Service. I know it's providing safety and security out there, and but thank you for all the things you do for Special Olympics in this case.
Yeah, we enjoy it.
Very good. Thank you, Josh.
Thanks.
Now I know I can't help but notice your swimsuits. Are you ready to go in? Are you going in, first of all?
We are going in.
You are?
Yes. He's not.
He's not? He's not.
Spectator.
Now how did you build up the courage to do this?
She called and said we're doing it.
She called and she said you're doing it? Really?
Pretty much.
Now how did you get into this?
I saw it on Facebook, or I heard it on the radio. I don't remember. I'm sure it was one of those two. And she always wanted to do the one in Old Orchard in January. So I figured this would be kind of a stepping stone for that.
So this is your trial and you're preparing, you're training, I guess.
We're in training.
You're in training right now.
Then maybe we'll try doing the other one.
Yeah. But the fact that they're breaking ice is a little disconcerting.
But really, there's a lot of people here that are here for your safety, though. I mean, it's not.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm sure you're probably not planning on staying in the water too long.
No.
No.
Well, this is fun. Can I have your names?
Heidi Michaud?
Heidi Michaud?
Michaela
Michaud. Oh. Now you're from where?
St. Francis.
St. Francis, Maine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good. I mean, it's really, there are teams here from all over the county, actually. The Knights have brought in teams from Presque Isle.
Oh, really?
They're going to be here. I just saw the sporting club has a team here. All the waitresses are jumping in. So.
Oh, good.
So anyway, well, I'm glad you came into Sports Special Olympics.
Well, yes.
Thank you. Hello, Ethan.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
We saw you here, I think, last year.
Oh,
Remember last year? Now,
Yeah.
now you do a special job here today.
Okay.
Do you know what you're going to be doing?
No.
And?
Can you practice?
Did you practice?
Tell him. Tell him what you're going to do. Say it.
1, 2, set, go.
1, 2, 3, set, go.
La la.
And so what happens then? People jump in the water?
Look here.
Yeah.
They do.
La la.
Well, Ethan, you're now jumping in.
Are you going in the water?
Wait.
You're going to wait.
You're going to wait. Okay. Thank you, Ethan. A lot of participants and spectators are here today at the Long Lake Sporting Club to see the 2016 Knights of Columbus Polar Dip, the proceeds of which go to Special Olympics. The temperature right now is about 50 degrees, no wind, nice sunshine, and people are gathering on shore. We're just about ready to start the polar dip itself. People will be just jumping into the lake. That's about 100 feet of open water, but the ice is right on the edge of it. The signal for people to start jumping in the water is done by Ethan, a Special Olympian.
I'll just throw it over there.
Because of the weather, this is a fun day. As you can see, the wardens are out in the water anticipating the polar dip to start. They actually do a perimeter that people are not allowed to go past. In addition, this morning, it's being filmed as well by a drone. This will be providing good footage from the air. The anticipation is mounting here. People are a little nervous about jumping into this 30 degree or 32 degree water. There are teams from all over Aroostook County that are here today. You can see some are in their bathing suits already. There's just several more minutes until this polar dip starts.
We walk in, some of the broken ice is a little sharp. I also want to let everybody know that you've all helped raise $7,100 for Aroostook Special Olympics.
$7,100 for Special Olympics.
So May 13th in Presque Isle at the middle school, in the industrial park, if you're interested, we'd ask you to go out and support Special Olympics. That's the spring games in Aroostook County. Give us a few minutes, get lined up, and our honorary MC, Ethan, will get us started here in a few minutes.
Usually they do a running start. Yeah. Yeah, it is. The cameras are poised all over the place. You can see the ones on shore are carrying their towels. Still a few in the water.
You go.
When I fall.
Where's my towel? I'm sure your hair isn't even wet.
Oh, it's cool. It's cool.
You didn't go under. Went up to my neck.
All right, Heidi and Vicola, you've done well, Michaela. Both of you. I didn't see how far your hair's not wet. Too wet.
I was in.
All the way under.
Oh, she went under. I didn't.
Oh, no, enough.
Definitely.
How was it?
Cold.
I mean, cold. Is it the initial shock of as soon as you get in the water, or is it?
No, it's like once you're waist deep.
Once you're waist deep, you're fine?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, congratulations and thank you.
Thank
How
you.
about a great big round of applause for the Maine Warden Service who come up year after year for the South. Thank you very much.
Thank you to the Maine Warden Service
Also, because of the
for providing security.
There may be still some chicken stew and floors available inside the sporting club, so it's still supply class. You might want to hang around and warm up. Thank you everybody for your assistance.
Thank you. No problem. Good job.
A special thank you again to the Long Lake Sporting Club for providing the venue for this wonderful fundraiser for Special Olympics. And thank you to the Knights of Columbus from Aroostook County for organizing this event.
Go!